See the Valley of the End. Sasuke once Sasuke within the freighter that he was in, he created a shadow clone. The shadow clone quickly blended in and scaled down the mountain. Naruto quickly flew towards the shadow clone, thinking that it was Sasuke. He was ready to attack the shadow clone and bring it back to Leaf Village. Once he went for a Rasengan, the shadow clone went for a Shindori. Naruto died to see Sasuke, another Sasuke. What was the cause of this? Where did this other Sasuke come from? What happened? Sasuke flew down, shooting a Shindori directly through Naruto's back. While Sasuke's the Shadow Clone pooped after ooh, Shadow Clone then pooped after contact was made between the inside um with Dori that reached through Naruto's chest. Sasuke then smirked while relieving his hand from Naruto's disgusting body. Placing chakra onto his body was almost. He hurt his face, and then Sasuke kicked Naruto to the mountain. Kashi standing over them with his Sharingan activated, no kunai out as Kakashi had a disappeared. Said, "Why aren't you dead? Dead just like Sensei and Kushina," he said, as he then summoned the Shindori. As the Shindori was going to make contact with Naruto, Naruto flinched out of the way, looking back, and then he heard something. The Shindori, in fact, he was almost a perfect copy of him, except, and then the man punched Kakashi in the face. Kakashi flying. He hit. He hit through of the mountain. So you're perfect for my plan. You're just like me, aren't you? Naruto was confused on what he meant. He was just like him. Was he ostracized just like Naruto? Could he have been? You're just like me. We both have the same goal. As once Kakashi looked down at Naruto, those small fragments were the things that chopped through the border that kept Wicked and Naruto separated. It chopped through that part, the destruction of Konohagakure. Naruto's eyes widened. He didn't want to destroy the Leaf Village. That's what he knew he wanted to destroy the Leaf Village, but he denied it. He he thought about it. He looked up at the man and then said, as the man Naruto then raised his hand up, grabbing onto the man's hand as Naruto disappears. We then have a 2.5 years time skip. The fact that he's just gonna die within this part in Kakashi and Yamato. No, in Kakashi and Yamato. They looked up as they then said, Sasuke then said, "Why are you here?" Then a voice rung out, I can ask you the same thing. To the side, looking at this person who just appeared beside him. Oh, it's been a long time, Sasuke. As we then have a look at Naruto's figure. Naruto is has an almost Madara like figure with hair that kind of looked like the fourth Hokage's, except it was red with no back, with him holding on to a sword with a mask that had yin and yang on it, and he had on a cloak. He had on a cloak. The change just sticked out of the cloak as it was a custom cloak for his chains. We then have a 1 year flashback at Orochimaru's hideout. He heard Sasuke heard a loud noise while training. As he went to the area, he saw he saw this new person. He didn't know who it was. He didn't know who it was or what they were doing. Sorry about that. He didn't know who it was. Sorry, I was on Roblox Anime Fighting Simulator, and someone just used a technique on me. And this video is not sponsored by Roblox. It's not at all. I wish it was. Anyway, Naruto as Kabuto, we then see Kabuto leaking blood, with blood leaking from his mouth. Uzumaki chains wrapped around his arms, pinning him to a wall. As then Naruto punched him. Sasuke looked. All right. Sorry. About all these noises, they have that the 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 thing. Anyway, Sas- Sasuke, Kabuto spat out blood. Ryan, Ryan too. Sakura then looked at this Ryan guy. He had a weird name to her, but she thought that the name kind of sounded familiar, but she just couldn't place her finger on what it sounded like. Then we see Naruto, as he has two Sharingans out of the two holes within his mask. Hmm. Well, look at this. Team 7 finally reunites. Well, the original, that is. Sakura then looks up and Sasuke looks at this person as his eyes widen. Sakura understood what he was implying. As she then said, Naruto? Hmm. Seems like you do remember me. I've changed. And then he looked at Sakura, staring her dead in the eyes. He, she looked at Naruto and felt a sense of sorrow, as in real world. Sakura felt as then after realizing that it was a genjutsu, she released herself with her bones with the bones within one of her hands being partially almost destroyed. Ah! She yelled out. Sasuke thought. He recognized the genjutsu. No, he recognized that it was a genjutsu, not the specific genjutsu. Can use a genjutsu to inflict real pain? How? And then Sasuke then remembered this guy said he was Naruto. He has the Sharingan. Sasuke grew infuriated. You damn cunt! He then flew towards Naruto, aiming to kill him. Naruto then dives out of the way quickly and swiftly without leaving almost any trace. He then punched Sasuke so hard that a hole that his fist just penetrated Sasuke's body. Sasuke then thought, damn it, is this how my life is gonna end? As Naruto pushed healing chakra on the ends of his fist, as he then yanked out his fist and then pushed Sasuke down. As he hit the ground, he had fell unconscious with the healing chakra healing him. Sakura then said, Sasuke! Like the little hole she is. Naruto being infuriated. He was presumed dead. He was presumed dead. And she didn't even care that it was actually Naruto. She only cared about this Sasuke person. She only cared about Sasuke. Anger grew within Naruto's heart as he realized that he had another goal, wanting to destroy the leaf. He wanted to take away everything that Sakura loved and wanted. He wanted he also wanted to take the pleasure of killing Itachi Uchiha or from Sasuke, as Sasuke really wants to kill Itachi, and Naruto knows this. He wants to take away everything. He wants to gain everything that he can from this partnership, if we shall call it. As then a man appears behind Naruto saying, it's time to go. Alright, you, Naruto says. As he did not say Madara, he said Mudara. This is, then we have at least a 14-year times, no, year times, no, time flashback. Flashback. This, like, had the thing. We see Orochimaru's grandmother with Hashirama cells in Madoru Uchiha cells. She then implants them within the tube, growing a life form. After the life form had grew, she trained it, and afterwards the life form had betrayed her and killed her, staying low for most of the time, but perfecting and sharpening its skills. This was as she wanted to Mudra as her own and control him and to take another world from her. And she wanted to become like a god figure in everyone's eyes. But she knew that with her own strength, unless she had some modifications, what she didn't want to do to herself, she knew that the only way to gain such a amount of power was to essentially create a life form that had it. So that's what happened. Now we then go to present time. Hmm. Sakura to Sakura. First, I'll start off by taking what you love from you. And then he appeared in front of Sai, chopping off his head, no, cleaving off his head, cleaning his blade. Sakura didn't notice the blood on Naruto's blade as he moved so quickly. She then flew off his shoulders, and then Naruto cut through his body, turning him into little parts, almost as small as modern day sushi. Looked disgusting. Sakura almost barfed in her mouth. Uh, Sakura. Sakura almost barfed. It was disgusting. It was horrifying. Ugh, the sight. Naruto then, as then Sakura realized that she had grown to grow a bond with Sai as tears leak out of her. Then Naruto appears in front of Yamato, kicks his leg, then chops off his other leg and kicks him into the air while throwing his sword so quickly and swiftly that it pierced through his heart, destroying it. Naruto appeared on top of Yamato's back and grabbed onto the sword that had escaped his clutches. Then he sliced down upon, well, Yamato's dead body, destroying it and discarding it. Then he appeared in front of Kakashi. Then he grabbed onto the blade, ready to cut it, ready to cut down Kakashi. And then he felt an immense force stopping it. Damn it, he said. Sensei, why are you stopping it? Hmm. Let's save this for when we destroy Konoha. I guess we shall. If you were wondering what happened to Kakashi, why was Kakashi not doing anything? Kakashi was paralyzed. He was paralyzed in fear because of the fact that Naruto was leaking out a lot of blood. Just the same Sasuke's usual, it was normal for him. That's the same what happened to Sakura. As Naruto was stopping use of his bloodlust and restarting it at random times. We'll save this for when we have more fun. Naruto. Mudra said, alright, Sensei. Then if y'all wondering, what's the color of Naruto's chains? So Naruto's soul is not corrupt at all. His chains are naturally. Of his chains are yellow, while the rest of it is black. Motoro had never seen an Uzumaki that had mixed colored chains, but he, yes, he knew the reason for that. Then Naruto's chains then wrap around itself as Mudorous, like the gigantic black Tomoe, Sharingan Tomoe, then come out Madara's eyes wrapping around him, and then they both disappear. Kakashi finally breathes out, and then Orochimaru appears, grabbing onto Sasuke and disappearing. It's a good thing that I didn't use my full power. Huh, for sure. Mudra said, if you used your full power, if you even used the right to, then the whole entire area, in fact, village nearby, a large sum of it could have been. Sorry for those background noises. Sorry. Anyway, then with the smile, Arto then said, Mudra then said, alerting Shinigami. And that's the end of this video. Thank y'all for all of the support. For the next part of what if Naruto got neglected by his friends and family, you'll have to go to the last video that I've made of that and give it at least 10 likes for your boy. If y'all want me to continue this series, give this video 5 likes. 5. And that's the end of this video. Make sure that y'all like, subscribe, and give your boy. Like, y'all just gotta do help the boy. You know, your boy really appreciate when y'all help your boy.